it out. This one's really quite easy in that all you're really looking at here are sporangia. This is just a scraping off of the sorus. And these, this is the sporangium, a sporangium. Okay, so it must hold spores. So you can see in this one a little bit better, the little dots, the spores. Okay, so is a pteridophyte, gametophyte, or sporophyte dominant? Sporophyte. The diploid version is that plant right there. Okay, the little tiny thing that's sitting right there, that's haploid. So on the back of those leaves, you'll find a large grouping of these. So the sporophyte makes spores, and so these spores are what germinate to make that little tiny leafy thing. Okay. So again, if these are spores, then this thing that holds them directly, seen better there, is a sporangium. Okay. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. But then we have to know what that curve is.
That's just the stalk.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's the stalk that the sporangium is on. I think the technical name would be a sporangiophore, but who cares?
What are the hairs?
Those are the sporangiophores, these guys.
Oh.
Those are the sporangiophores, the stick on the lollipop. Okay. All right. So any other moss, pine?
Can we look at that ordinary cone?
Sure.
Let me show you.
Didn't you get it?
Let's back off here. No, this is my shortest limb. Okay, so here's the apex. I'll always show you the apex, okay? So here's going back along the shaft. And this one's a pretty early one. Here's the area where you see stuff maybe the best. Probably the same on the other side. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. This is probably the best part right here. Okay. So, what is this structure right here? Right here. Anybody? Kind of a key structure in this. Okay, you guys got some studying to do.
Is that the micro?
No. What you're thinking of is this one.
Oh.
Okay, so I'll ask the question, what is that part right there?
Microsporosis?
This is female.
Oh,
Mega, oro, fill. Fill holds things, right? Megasporophil, the scale. Okay, so on top of this, right there would be what? That's the sporangium. In this case, it's the megasporangium. So if it's holding the megaspore directly, that's going to be the sporangium. It's not super clear in this particular section. But if it's holding it directly, that's going to be the sporangium. Okay? So what in this early slide should be there, which we don't see, and you can see a little bit right there. Maybe we can get in a little closer. I'll give you a hint, it's the germline cell. Yeah, it just barely caught it in this section. It's right here. I'll give you another, it's the germline cell. It's a pretty big hint. No. This is that your central cell is in angiosperms. This is a gymnosperm. Germline cell, what must it be in this early section? Mega. No, that's the fully developed one. Sporocyte, good. Megasporocyte. In this early section, this will be the megasporocyte. The megasporocyte will undergo what kind of division to make the megagametophyte? Meiosis, good. It'll go through meiosis to make the megagametophyte, which is the gametophyte generation, the female gametophyte generation, which we don't see here. I don't know. We'll see an intact one. Yeah, this is early. There's the megasporocyte or megaspore mother cell. It's again not a super good example of it. Let's see if the other one is better. That one. Lens needs to be clean. No, not showing it very well. The other side. No, none of them are beautiful. Okay, but you know where it is, and I'd have to probably describe it to you a little bit to give you a couple hints of what I'm talking about. Okay, so the thing that holds it directly at the megasporangium, this is the, again, what? The basis of the scale. Mega
Chlorophyll.
Phil. Good. Okay, now what is this? What? That's right, sterile bract. What do we know about sterile bracts? They do a particular thing. I'll give you a hint. They subtend something. No. They subtend branches. So anything that they're subtending, which is the megasporophyll, has to be derived from a branch. Its evolutionary origin is a branch. That makes this a branch. This evolved from a branch. Okay? And that makes the axis, this long axis, which I'll back up, I'll show you a bit better. This long axis of the cone, the apex is right there, and the axis which has those megasporophylls, that makes that homologous to what? The trunk of a tree, right? But remember, this is now held on a branch, so it's a compound structure. It's a trunk of a tree on a branch, so we don't understand that aspect of it, but that's as far as we've got so far. So it's a compound structure. How can you tell right away that this is a female? This is an ovulate cone.
The location.
The location of? Well, a bract would give it away, but also he's onto something. The location of the sporangium and what it contains is on the upper side. Yeah, on the apex side as opposed to the base side. That tells you right away it's an ovulate cone. Marissa, does that give you what you need?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're welcome. What else would you like to hear about outside of the Lily stuff, which we'll go through in detail?
Can we look at the male,
Sure.
mature male?
Sure. I don't have one. This is one. What is this? No idea what that is. Who has a male cone slide? Somebody has to. Nope. Wow, this one's been torn up pretty badly. Slide lens cover slip is